They need a full 2 yards. Brown cutting it back, does it on his own. He spun off contact in the backfield and got the first down.
Yeah, he had Lieber and Faggins were there to tackle him for no gain. And
Oaks with time and nearly threw a pick. Deron Tyler came back on the football and had his mitts on it.
Actually, it was Faggins.
Was it Faggins?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Petey Faggins.
Yeah, Faggins closed on the ball well. Good route recognition and closed on it very, very quickly. Trying to get the ball, a little comeback pattern. Drive Faggins off the ball, Cormier, and come back to it. Faggins says, I know this comeback route. I'm breaking on the football too. Can't quite come up with the pig before he falls out of bounds.
The snap, looks downfield, throws downfield, pass is going to be picked off by Petey Faggins near midfield. Demarcus Faggins with a pick for the Wildcats, and K-State will take over right at midfield.
Kansas, the junior, picked it off. Incomplete. And another strong play by Faggins.
Sometimes the rain falls and the clouds block my sun. I have paid my last debt to the street. Paid my last debt to the street. Something only in time is changing me. I done been through it all. Money making it call. From the streets to Berkeley to the Grammy Awards. Been with the biggest stars. The game had to offer. Music done got me into every record label office. I was chasing a dream, but I found the truth. Thought I got all of this, but I was missing you. In spite of my flaws, you still gave me a vision. And because of my testimony, the people will listen. I'm in the overflow, requested on every channel. I asked for a co-signer, you gave me David Banner. J.O., I see you, big homie, you got a heavy load. I know your heart's for the lost and not just the church folk. Prophetically speaking, this music revolutionary. So transparent and we feel it's very necessary. To willing men as if we in the military. Shout to the basement and all my radical visionaries. Yeah. Must come down, was there to break my fall. I know the time gets tough, but I gotta keep going. I'ma make it through it all. I'm coming up. I wanna be who you want me to be, and I ain't never going back to what I used to be. I'm changed, I'm changed, I'm changed, I'm changed, I'm changed, I'm changed, I'm changing. Father is me again. I've been getting it right. Steady seeking your word, staying true to the fight. Walking into the light. Many people astonished. They lost some close friends while fulfilling the promise. They tell me I should do it one way, you tell me another. I can't depend on no woulda, coulda, shoulda. They so intelligent, they tell me number fluctuation. And how I messed up my career if I persevere. But Lord, my trust in you exceeded all my expectations. I found comfort in your word, that's why I'm in it daily. No hesitation, I'm a soldier with a solid oath. Same Jesus, kingdom music's a different approach. Don't get me wrong, I ain't out here rewriting the wheel. I want my walking, talking actions to show who he is. Please understand that some people don't even have a root, so they don't need the theatrics, they need to hear the truth. Must come down, was there to break my fall. I know the time gets tough, but I gotta keep going. I'ma make it.
what's going on, world? You're in the franchise room, and this is your host, Timothy John, a.k.a. TJ, a.k.a. T to the real. And we're welcomed by a very, very special guest in the franchise room. It's early afternoon. Typically, we do the show on Mondays at 9 p.m., but just wanted to switch it up today. And I got my boy, man, my brother, Mr. Demarcus, a.k.a. Petey Faggins, in the house. He's an 8-year NFL vet and just doing a lot of big things that you all need to know about. What's up, brother? You there?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, franchise room?
You got it, man. First of all, I want to thank you for your time, and let you know that I really appreciate you, because I know that right now time is real crucial for you. So I really thank you, man.
Yeah, that's all right, man. No problem.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, you all heard the sounds of Mr. Pretty Willie, a.k.a. P-Dub, a.k.a. Willie Moe Jr., and that was his song, I'm Changing, off his upcoming album, Turning Point. What you think about that song, bro?
Oh, man, that was all right there, man.
That was cool.
Right there. It sounds like you're going to be doing big things, man.
Man, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to let it flow, man, and, like, that song is kind of, like, symbolic of where I'm at. Just to give everybody a background on where we know each other from. We both attended K-State, Kansas State University, the home of the Wildcats. And we was in school, for, you was there for 2 years, huh?
Yeah, I was there 2 years.
Yeah, so, we met there. And one thing I can say, and I just want everybody to know, anybody that knows you already know this, but for those of you who want to get to know this man a little bit more, man, this dude is real humble, and that was something that I always admired about you. We didn't spend a whole lot of time together in school, but whenever we saw each other, wherever we was at, whoever we was with, every time I saw you, it was nothing but love, man. And so I just want to let you know I appreciate you, for that.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up, man. Shit, I can't do nothing but be there, man, because I done been through so much, man. I can't do nothing but be humble, man. So I show love when I see love.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's what it is. Well, first off, let me ask you, where you get the nickname Petey from?
Oh, man, that go way back when I was a little man. My grandmother, man, gave me the name Petey because I used to watch Little Rascals all the time, man, and that little dog on their name was Petey, so she thought that was cute for me, so she gave it on gave it to me, so I kept it.
And it just stuck, huh? That's what's up. Yeah, man, you from Irvin, right?
Yeah, I'm from Irvin. Yeah.
Well, why don't you share some experiences, man? Tell us what it was like growing up as a Texas boy. Because I mean, I'm not from Texas, but, I hear that the crib is way different. So, let me know from your words.
Yeah, I already know. So, I grew up, man, in Dallas, man. So, little things happened in my life. When my mom passed away back in '92. So me and my two sisters had to move to Irvin, you know what I'm saying? So I was there with my, so I ended up moving in with my cousin, and my two sisters moved in with my grandmother. So we, stayed out there for a little bit, then going through the school, and then, just coming up. I mean, it was hard because of the little situation that happened, but, then I didn't play no sports or nothing, but I knew I was all right in football, just playing like a little pickup game in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So, hit high school, then 9th grade went by, 10th grade came. Now my partners always played football since they were little, you know what I'm saying? So I was the only one going to the house after school, and I was at the house by myself waiting on them to get out of practice. So I was like, man, I decided, let me go on in here, put football on my skills, and go out there and see what's up.
Yeah.
And, after that, I mean, shit, I was on JV, and everything, kind of fell in play where I just started playing football and, kind of stuck with it and got better at it.
Yeah, man, that actually, like, it's crazy how that just played out, because I was going to actually ask you what got you interested in football and what you got turned on, how you got turned on to it, so that was great. But let me ask, like, what made you interested in cornerback? Like, how did that first play out?
To be honest with you, man, I didn't want to play corner. You know what I'm saying? In practice when I first got there, I'm brand new at it, going to organized football, organized practices and all that. So I wanted to play receiver. So I was out there playing receiver first, and that's what the first practice was. The beginning of practice was offense. So I was out there playing receiver, doing my thing, and then they blew the horn to go to switch over to defense, I didn't know where to go. So I just went where, most of the receivers go. And, we little, so pretty much gonna be a DB. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there and played corner, and then I was holding it down against our varsity receivers. They couldn't catch a cold out there, so you know what I'm saying? So they were covered up. So that's how I ended up playing. So JV, I just started both ways, and then ended up, end of the season, my varsity coach came to me like, "Hey, Petey, how about what you think about coming to play, coming to varsity next and playing corner for me?" I was like, "Oh yeah, no problem. I can do that." So everything else.
This was your junior year?
This was my junior year, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, and then so you had a pretty good senior season. You was first team all city and second team all state.
Yeah, it came out. It was nice, man.
Nice.
I should have been all district and all that, but I should have been all American, but I didn't get no interceptions because I didn't get no balls.
Yeah. Well, so and then you went to junior college out of high school, right?
Yeah, I went to Navarro Junior College, which is about an hour south, going towards Houston.
How did that play out?
Oh, that was nice, man. Shoot, I can't complain.
As far as how did the opportunity come about? Because most people, I don't care if they just been playing most year. Most athletes, if they don't get that full ride Division 1A scholarship out the gate, then a lot of them get discouraged. So how was it for you as far as to get that opportunity, and how did you view it? Did you view it as the glass being half full, where this is an opportunity, or did you look at it kind of discouraged, like this isn't what I planned on, or what?
Oh man, like I said, man, growing up, it was hard. You know what I'm saying? And I got any kind of opportunity, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna run with it. That's the best opportunity I can get. And at the time, that was the best thing I can get, because when I was in school, I really wasn't focused. At the beginning of my years, but as I started realizing, I need to do something for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I started going to school. I started making my grades. So. And then by the time my senior year came, by the time graduation came, I wasn't eligible enough to go D1. So junior colleges was talking to me, trying to give me a full ride. So I was like, okay, ain't nothing. I'll take that route. I'll take that role, and I'm just gonna make the best of it. So signing day came. I had a couple schools at my high school. I didn't know which one I was going to choose. So my head coach came and got me out of class, and as we were walking down to the field house, he was like, "Look, Navarro Junior College is here. They ready to sign you. That might be your best bet. That might be your best opportunity to be able to go in, start, make plays, and then have opportunity to go D1 after that and graduate junior college."
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
Then,
no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, how did the opportunity at K-State come about?
My head coach in high school was Jim Bennett, and his brother was Phil Bennett, which was the defensive coordinator and the secondary coach at Kansas State. So he came and hollered at me when I was in JUCO, and he was like, "Look here, man, he's been recruiting me ever since. He was at other schools like Texas A&M and some other schools, and he's been like the whole time like, look, I've been wanting you to play for me ever since you was playing for my brother in high school. So when you get ready, I want you to come and play for me at Kansas State." So I was like, okay then. But then it was kind of a hard decision out of when I was leaving Navarro, because it was out of OU and Kansas State. I went to other schools, but them was the two highest ones that I wanted to pick. So I had.
So how did K-State get the nod?
Man, because on top of Phil Bennett, he was like, "Look, you come play for me, I guarantee I will get you in the NFL. I get you in the league." So I was like, all right, then bet. So
that's major.
I gave him major. So I was like,
yeah.
I was like, that right there made my mind up. So I gave him a verbal commitment, and then I told OU that I gave him a verbal commitment. Then they hit me on the phone like, "Oh man, that might be the worst mistake you ever make in your life." I said, "What?" So it was Coach Venables and Coach Stoops at OU. They said, "Oh, we flying down to talk to you tomorrow." So they flew down the next day. They flew down the next day, so we sit in the office and talked for like about 2 hours. And then they changed my mind again. I was like, ooh, okay. So they were telling me some good things. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So then after that, I told Phil Bennett, then, you know, he got to talking good to me again. So I was like, you know what? I ain't even going to keep going through this. I'm going to go to Kansas State.
That's what's up. And, I mean, and from there, I mean, you did pretty good at K-State. You only had 2 years there. But, I mean, how would you describe your experience there?
It was all right, man. I thought I was gonna get a little bit more time when I first got to my junior year. But you know, the way they play, you know, they gonna they'll sell your dream as they recruit. They'll tell you everything that you want to hear.
Right.
And then when you come in, you know, sometimes it'll be a little different. But you know what I'm saying? Being me, I let that ride. I wasn't tripping. I just got better at my position. I knew I was supposed to be out there, but I mean, it is what it is. So you know, I did my part. In my senior year, I was the starting corner and did everything I could to, you know, get a chance to get to the league.
And this is about to be, okay, and that leads me to my next question. I was just about to say this is about to be a segue question to you getting to the league. But before I even ask you about you getting to the league and how that felt, I just want to point out to anybody listening, y'all know how we get down in the franchise room. You know, we're not about selling dreams, but we are about pursuing dreams, you know. And I just want people to know that the road is not always straight. You know what I'm saying? It's not always, people are not going to move out your way for you to follow your dreams. And that's one thing that I've learned and had to realize that, you know, it's going to come how it comes, you know. And, I mean, if you believe in God and trust Him and trust that, you know, your steps is already ordered, then, you know, that's going to dictate how you handle and look at things. And so basically, I mean, as I'm listening to you talking and just thinking about the whole situation, it just seems like you've been a late bloomer, you know, because you didn't take the conventional route. You know, you didn't start playing football in Little League Pop Warner. You know, you didn't start playing in middle school or whatever. I mean, and then when you did start, it wasn't even something that you jumped all the way into. It was just like, let me do something. You know, and then, I mean, from there it just took off. So, I mean, it's amazing because, okay, you started late in the game in high school, wasn't too serious about it, and it kind of just happened. And then you went to a junior college, and some people might look at that as a setback. And then you finally transferred to a high-ranking Division I school, and didn't get the playing time the first year that you was there that you wanted to. And then your senior year, you got it, you seized the moment, you know. And I just want to ask you, how was you able to do that? Because in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, you tell me if I'm wrong, but in my opinion, you had more success in the NFL than you had any other time before, and I think that is only because you had the opportunity to get settled, you know what I'm saying, and prove yourself. You know, you never had that opportunity to get settled before, so nobody really knew what you had except for you, you know, and the Lord. So, I mean, how was that for you as far as just you was able to endure to get to where you finally set out to? Once you said, okay, I'm going to take this football serious, and then, okay, I want to go to the league with it, how were you able to accomplish that? You know, because it's one thing to say it.
Yeah, it's one thing to say it, and it's a whole different world when you're trying to do it, man, because you have so many speed bumps. You know what I'm saying? You run into so much stuff. Because, you know, coming up, going through schools, not only you have to be a great athlete, you also got to be a student at school. You know what I'm saying? And that comes first. When you're going through school, you have to go to class. You have to pass all your classes. You have to graduate. You have to, you know, you can get your credit to all that, and you have all the distractions, man. You gotta look past all that. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I made sure that my grades was good. I made sure, you know, I'm going to my classes. I'm doing everything that needs to be done, and then on top of that, I'm going to football. I'm doing everything that the coach is asking me to do. So, and then, you know, I got that opportunity to go to get a chance to go to the combine. I always told myself, I said, all I need is a chance.
That's all you need, yeah.
All I need is a chance. Once I get that chance, I'm going to take it, I'm going to run with it. Ain't nobody going to be able to take that away from me.
And how did that feel on draft night? I mean, were you nervous? You know, the rounds was going by, the picks was going by. Like, what was going through your head at that moment? Did you know that they was calling your name for sure?
I mean, honestly, I didn't know. honestly, I didn't know. You know, I'm talking to my agent. My agent talking to me. He like, look, you're gonna be a second day guy. I'm like, okay, that's fine. It don't matter as long as I get that shot. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it. So I was like, okay, I'm waiting, I'm chilling. I watched the whole draft. But then, you know, that second day come. Okay, I'm just in the room in the University of Commerce, if anybody know that. So I'm in the house, you know what I'm saying, at Kansas State. So I'm just waiting on the phone to ring, So I got a phone call. It's 6th round. I got a phone call. They like, Demarcus Petey. I was like, yep. And they were like, this is Houston, Texas. I was like, okay then. And they were like, what's your shoe size? I told them shoe size. And they were like, have you ever been convicted of a felony or all that? I was like, no. And they were like, congratulations, you about to be a Houston Texan. I was like, yeah, that's what's up, dude. He said, your name about to flash across the screen in about 30 seconds. So then they were like, Houston Texans select Demarcus Faggins, defensive back out of Kansas State University. Then, you know, it's flashed across the screen. Then they got to show a little highlights and whatnot. And, you know, you get your little chills. You like, okay, I finally did. Yeah. That right there, you got to turn that off, and then you got to turn a whole nother life on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's real. Before you go to that, because that's a great segue. But how was it getting drafted by the home state? Like how was that for you? I mean, because it's one thing to make it to the NFL, and it seems like that's another dream within a dream when you get to state and state, you know, and really rep your state. Like, how was that for you?
Oh man, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Houston Texans, that was their first year having a team. You know what I'm saying? About 3.5 hours from the crib, from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh man, this is perfect. I'm far enough from the crib, but then I'm close enough. It ain't nothing but a drive. You know what I'm saying? To be at the house. So that was crazy, man. It's good to have my family be able to come down, see games. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, during my off season, I can go to the crib, see them, see the ones that couldn't make it. It was nice. That was truly a blessing.
Now, let me ask you this, because like you said, you had to cut on a different element once you got to the league. Like, how were you able to do that? Because, okay, this is my question. Let me be a little bit more specific with it. I wanted to ask you, so, because, I mean, I feel like, man, like, I don't know who's listening to this show right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know who we may come in contact with every day, and we never know how we may be able to impact other people. And so, like, where I'm at in life, I'm just trying to be really conscious of what I can do, you know, and just how what I say and what I do affects other people. You know, so for that high school athlete, for that college athlete, for, you know, the junior college athlete, like, break down pretty much like the different levels, like how was it besides, you know, the basics, what everybody may know. I mean, in the NFL you get paid, college you don't. You know, I mean, how was each level different as far as from a physical and a mental standpoint?
Okay, from a physical standpoint, from the league all the way to through high school. I mean, you growing up, you good. You the best player on your team. You the best player on your team, high school. You get to college, okay, you might be the best player on your team, but then you got other players that's nice on your team. But when you get to this NFL level, it's like everybody in the league is a great athlete. I'm talking about a great athlete, and it's only inches that separates everybody. Yeah, you see your T.O., you see you know, like your Deion Sanders and Peyton Mannings, you see all them, but if you only knew like the things that everybody go through, everybody go through it different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go through it different. And it's so hard. It's hard to get there. It's hard to get to the league, but it's even harder to stay in the league. You know, it's only like my 3 years average NFL player. 3 years, that's it. It's only 3 years that's average for a football player. And then, you know, the mental part of it is so much harder because, and, you know, going through high school and college, it's really you the best player on the team, so everything is catered to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything is catered to you, but you get in the league, nah, you on your own. You're a grown man. You're a grown man now. You're a grown man, and you're responsible for all the decisions that you make.
How much responsibility did you have as far as in college? Because they say it's a whole other world just from high school to college. So as far as once you was in college and you had the responsibility of being on the scholarship, maintaining your scholarship, like how was you able to balance that? Were you prepared for it?
As far as what the scholarship, balancing the scholarship.
Yeah, as far Now you got now if you mess up, it ain't just Petey's off the football team. It's like no. Now my family know that I'm in school. I got this scholarship I got to maintain. I'm trying to go to the league for all kind of different reasons. To help other people and whatnot. And so I'm just wondering if there was any pressure on you and just like how you were prepared for that pressure.
Oh man, I mean. Really, I say you have to block out all the distractions, man, that'll keep you from, going to class and, keeping your grades up so you can keep your scholarship and be eligible to play. You know what I'm saying? And, you just gotta really just block out all the distractions, man. That's what I say. That's what I did. I just blocked out all the distractions. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You get caught up in some. I'm not gonna lie, but you gotta be able to. You know what I'm saying? Maintain and maintain what you do as far as being responsible.
And man, I take my hat off to you, not for making it, but for sustaining. Right. Because like you said, I mean, it's a minority that do. It's not the majority that's there, and even there for 8 years, let alone 5 or 6.
Right.
And it seems like for you, like when you first came into the league, your rookie season, you played in 2 games, and then the second season it went up to 8, and you started in 1, and then by year 3 you played in all 16 games. And so my thing is, and I know that it was a new team, and I think some people might try to discredit you for that. I think some people may say, because it's a new franchise or whatnot, he didn't have to beat that many people out. I think I don't want nobody to get it twisted to take away your work ethic. I don't care if it's a new team or if it's a dynasty, for somebody to get to go from playing in 2 games a rookie season to by the year 3 playing in all the games, that's a hell of an accomplishment. So I take my hat off to you, bro.
Yeah, I don't want people to get it twisted either, because, I mean, it ain't just beating the person out on your squad. You know what I'm saying? It's about when you going on the field and you playing against other teams, it's about you playing the best football you can.
Exactly.
It's coming up banging people. Like, I was playing at like 170, 175, my 3rd season. I'm coming up banging running backs coming out the backfield at like 230, 260, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about that. It's about covering. I mean, I done covered everybody. You know what I'm saying? I done covered everybody. And I've done a good job. You know what I'm saying?
You did a great job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, it ain't like, it's not about just beating your teammate out, because it's about you knowing what's going on the field. You know what I'm saying? And you playing at a high rate of speed to keep up, so you won't get burnt up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just playing for yourself out there. You playing for everybody. You got to take into account everything that happens on the field, from special teams to defense to offense.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to ask you, I was going to say that even though you did a great job, I mean, at the end of the day, you saw and learned that it's a business. And I mean, I know that like you were an extremely popular player for the Texans. I know that all the way in Kansas, And so, how was it? How did it feel, man, when your contract up?
Yeah, my contract.
As far as you, yeah. And so how did that whole thing play out? Did you think you was gonna get re-signed or what?
I knew I was gonna get re-signed. It was just about where at and when. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm saying, did you think you was going to get signed to the Texans? Re-signed?
No, as you going through, man, you kind of know, you kind of got a feeling of who they bringing in, and, you know, as far as like your playing time, you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what's going on. I wasn't blind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't have a blindfold. I knew what was going on, so I was already preparing myself to make another, you know, to move, to go somewhere else. So, you know, I got my agent ready. He already knew what was going on, so he already was on the phone with other people.
And from there, I mean, so how has it been from there? From switching, because it seems like, you know, you were real comfortable, you know, with the Texans, and then it seems like maybe starting all over. I don't want to speak for you, but like, how was that transition after you left the Texans and continued your career?
It was different, man. Honestly, it was different, man. Going somewhere else, and then coming from a team, I've been there for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? It was different. I had to get comfortable with other players that that I never seen, coaches I never seen, talk to ever. But it all boiled down. It's still football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, once I just got comfortable in the system, you know, I was with Tennessee.